For information on the Flureon BM-800 and also the blue microphone Yeti, stay tuned for this video. I will be explaining how to use each of them, the sound quality. I'm gonna do a sound check on both of them, and which one's part of your budget.
I'm just here for a good time, I don't think I'll be here for long. But fuck it if you feel it, sing along to the song. I'm passive on my ways, gotta keep moving on. Ego high isn't paid, I never follow repetition. I never follow repetition, cause I enjoy recognition. Cause I enjoy recognition. I never follow repetition. I never follow repetition, cause I enjoy recognition. Cause I enjoy recognition.
What's up YouTube, my name is Amaha SPG. Welcome back to my channel. Now today we're going to be talking about which microphone to get. Hopefully this microphone is holding up. This is the microphone for the Logitech C920, I think. I don't know. But the microphone's not that good. That's why I use a different microphone. But we're going to be talking about which one you should get. This microphone, the Flureon BM-800. I think it sells for like $28 on Amazon. Or if you should get the blue microphone Yeti. Now I got the blackout edition, but of course all the Yetis they have the same sound quality. I hope. Pretty sure. So in all my other videos I use the Flureon BM-800, but the reason why I got this, first of all, it was on sale for like, well, I got the one with the Assassin's Creed because it was the only one with blackout and I wanted that color. So I paid like $100, and I think regular ones sell for like 128 off Amazon. I will link both of these mics in the description and anything you might need for them. So for the Flureon BM-800, the reason why I replaced that, I mean, it wasn't a bad microphone because it still did its job, like what I needed it to. For the past videos that I've made, like 6 videos or something or so. But yeah, the problem with that was it came with a lot of cords. Like this is pretty much what I used, and also there was a lot of expense towards it because for some reason the first thing that I had to, well, the first thing I didn't understand was like the Flureon BM-800 made a lot of like high pitched noise whenever I recorded straight up because it comes with the XLR cable. This XLR cable, if I can get it out here. Okay, so this one, it has an XLR cable and then it has this thing. So I thought it like plugged in because it just looks like a regular headphone jack thing. So I thought this plugged in directly to my computer, but I had to buy, but then it said like you needed, I watched like a bunch of YouTube videos and stuff which weren't really that great. Um, but it did say that you needed phantom power because condenser microphones need power still, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a condenser or I'm gonna get phantom power, and that's when I bought this InnoGear phantom power box. I don't like, it has a thing for, it has an input XLR. I don't know which one's female and which one's male, but it has a input and an output, and this is just the power that you use to like power, and there's this easy like on and off button, and it turns blue, I think, once the power is on. But this was, I think, 20 bucks off Amazon, so it was still like, because I'm just like, it's not like I'm making money off YouTube or anything, and I don't plan to in the near future either, or at all. But so this is pretty expensive for something that it's just a hobby, so I was trying to go as cheap as possible, but I did buy this, so in total I was at a budget of like 50 bucks, like 30 bucks for that and 20 bucks for this. Now I didn't know that this came with this box came with this XLR cable, but I didn't know it came with an XLR cable, so I did buy another one. So I just have one just sitting down or sitting around doing nothing. But it comes with this one, and basically, you would plug in this side to this right here, the input, and you'd want to plug this into your Flureon BM-800 condenser microphone. And this is how I recorded. So of course I had this thing. It comes with like, I forgot what these were called, but You just put it straight on, and this is what I used. And I hung it on this, which unfortunately did break, but it was like a $12. So my budget was like at $65 because I bought the XLR cable. So this thing, unfortunately, this part got worn out, so I couldn't screw in anything anymore. But, now it's just sitting around doing nothing. But I don't really need it anymore for the new microphone that I bought. And so, and then from here, you have to use the cable that came with the microphone, the one with the XLR and the 3.5 millimeter head jack. And you'd plug this into the phantom power, and then plug the other end straight into your computer. And then that's how I would record. And of course, you turn on the box. But yeah, and that's how I started recording. But then there's like all this excess cables that like I didn't really want. So Black Friday comes around and I'm like, I'm just gonna get a new mic. And since I only paid $100 for this, and this was pretty much I spent a lot of money on this. Oh, and not to mention that my computer was being weird, and I needed this Sabrin. It has this it has the microphone and the headphone jack, so when you put it into your computer, you use the USB, and you plug in this, like the phantom power thing, and you'd plug it into the microphone, and you'd use the headphones, like the headphone jack that comes like with this thing, and I would plug in my headphones, and that's how you'd like hear your voice sound check, do stuff like that. Or if you're like watching videos and you also had your mic put in, you wanted your mic input too. But the only problem I had with this is that my computer doesn't have very much room with like this, and it's not very like slim, and it's kind of like a wide design. So, and the way my setup was, it was on the left side of my computer, which only has two USB ports, so it would take up two USB ports, even though it's just one thing. So I was like, I just need like something that makes it way easier. So I did pick up this during Black Friday. This microphone it comes with its own stand, whereas with the Flureon BM-800, I did have to buy a separate stand. So this is nice. I mean, you could still hook it up. You can unscrew these like screws right here, and you can dismount it from the mount. But I like it because it's kind of just like it sits there, like right here. If I had it right beside the mic, or not the microphone, the camera, you wouldn't, is this crooked? You wouldn't really be able to see it. So the simple setup for this is, oh, also, if you wanted to put in headphones, it does have a headphone jack thing right here. And also there's a USB where you put the microphone. That's how you connect the microphone to your computer. So I really like this because it's very like condensed and it only has one cable, whereas the other one I was took up a lot of space. So if you're looking for space reduction, I would go with the Yeti or the Snowball if you're trying to be cost effective. But I haven't used a Snowball, but I heard that they were still very good microphones. It's just that I wanted to just get one microphone and be over with it rather than upgrading later on or something. So this microphone, the only reason I bought it, I was like, all right, $28, it's a done deal, but it didn't really work out for me like that. So I would suggest you look at your computer that if you were to buy this microphone, it has great audio quality with the phantom power. You don't even need it, like even without the phantom power, it still works out really well. But yeah, if you want it to be very cost effective, I would go with the Flureon BM-800. You still get the great mic quality, but with the blue microphone Yeti, you do get different patterns for sound. So I always leave it at this like heart looking thing because that only picks up from right in front of you. So that's where I get that from. But with this, it's not there's only one setting. It can hear the back, like from the back. If I snap, it can hear it, but of course not hooked up right now. And from the front and from the side and the top, it's not very clear. But the cool part about this is, so they have a stereo setting, which is the stereo setting is the first one right there. Oh, one more. Right there. And this can pick up anything close to it pretty much. So it's everything. So the way that the microphone in the inside looks like is that there's like three mini microphones, so it can capture as much audio as possible, which is very great if you have like a podcast type thing going, you can make it so it has the two pattern. And if you have that, like one person in front, one person like if I was interviewing you or something, I can talk and you can talk and it picks it up clearly. So I like it for that, even though I don't do many podcasts or anything, but or I don't do any, well, many. But yeah, so for cost effective wise, I would go with the Flureon BM-800 just because it's a nice microphone regardless if you have that. But I do suggest if you buy it and your computer doesn't work, I do suggest this one, even though it's not like space efficient. Is that the, yeah, even though it's kind of bulky, it still does what it's supposed to. I will link all of these down below in the description, of course, so you can check them out for yourself. Look at the reviews and make an educated guess. But this was educated guess. Make an educated buy based off of what I'm telling you. This is just information for you to research if you'd like to more. But without further ado, let's get to the sound check.
Now I am recording with the Blue Microphone Yeti, so hopefully you can tell the difference between the Logitech built-in mic versus the this microphone. So the biggest difference between the Floureon BM-800, which I will do a sound test on next, is that the Blue Microphone Yeti is a USB mic versus the Flureon BM-800 is a condenser microphone. The biggest difference, like visually, is that you use XLR cables for this microphone, and you use for USB microphone. You use a USB. So this quality is with a software called Voicemeeter, and I will do. I know I said this in the review and how to fix the Flureon BM-800 video, and if you haven't watched that and you want more depth, it is a little bit bad quality because that's when I first started out, but it still has some very good information in it. And I will link it in the description, of course. So yeah, this microphone does its purpose pretty much, I would like to say. So I'm gonna do a sound check on both of them, but the software, the Voicemeeter software, I will show y'all in the next video on how to exactly use it, because you can do a bunch of cool stuff with it, like change your voice to eliminate background noises and stuff like that. And if you want to see more about that, please hit the thumbs up so I know that you guys want to watch it, and I will get to that video as soon as possible. And I will try going in depth, like as much in depth as possible for the Voicemeeter, because it is a cool software and it's nice to use because it does eliminate a lot of background noise. Whereas if I wouldn't, it would be very like you would hear like clicks from downstairs, like people talking from downstairs and stuff like that. So yeah, this is a very good microphone. And now we shall do the sound check for the Floureon BM-800. So yeah, I did record this whole portion of the sound check already, but the camera wasn't recording. I did have the audio, but I just trashed it. So kind of pissed. It was 3 minutes worth of good content. Anyway, so yeah, this is the Floureon BM-800, and I did put the decibels very low because I knew I was gonna have the microphone close to my face, but you can edit that in the software Voicemeeter, and I will make a video on that, and I have made up my mind. But yeah, so you could tell the difference, I guess, between the Blue Microphone Yeti and this microphone, but it shouldn't be like too much where you would spend more money. Like if you're beginning and you're just like, I don't want to spend much money, I just want to get this over with, get a good quality microphone, which it is. It just takes some time to like it took. That's why if you see like the about page on my YouTube channel, I started like September of 2016, but I didn't even upload a video till August because I got discouraged from this microphone not working. And I do have like this massive thing, or I have this whole video that I've already posted about how to fix the Flureon BM-800 because it kept making these high pitched noises. So you definitely do not need the InnoGear
phantom power. But if you do see like, oh, you want a little bit better audio quality, I would get it, but that's $20 more. So if you buy a stand, like this is the one I bought. I think it's the Neewer. Yeah, I bought the Neewer boom stand or something like that. I don't know, but it was a pretty good stand until the thing got flattened out. But so I would honestly, for cost efficiency, buy the blue, either the blue microphone Snowball. Don't buy the Yeti because it is $128 unless you do get it on sale. And just the Snowball is $50, and I don't have one, but if I did, I would do a review. But based on my experience between the Flureon BM-800 and the Yeti, for cost efficiency, I would get the BM-800. And if you want better quality, and if you don't really care about the extra $50 that it has, and if you want less cables, basically. And I also want to mention that the blue microphone Yeti does come with a pretty long cable. I think here, I'll just show you. As you can see, it's like wrapping around and around and around, so it's pretty long. I don't know how many feet, but it is a good amount. So if you do want like an extra cable, and also with both of these microphones, you can always just get either an extension cord or a longer cable off Amazon for like $2. But I suggest not getting one for $2 because, you know, it might break pretty easily. So yeah, this is the Flureon BM-800, and like I said, I did lower the frequency or the decibels because I'm so close to the microphone when I move around. But if it was stable like it would have been better quality, of course, but I am moving around. So I will switch back over to the blue microphone Yeti, and I will conclude this video. Alright, thank you for watching this video. If you made it till the end, please hit the thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And I don't really do tutorials, but if there's anything y'all want me to do that I do have, I guess, and you want me to go more in depth in it, just comment down below or follow me on Twitter and then DM me. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, just check out my other content. It's not tutorial based, but I just do a bunch of other stuff. And yeah, roll the outro. Hold up, wait up. Wait, you didn't roll it. You didn't roll it yet. You're making me look stupid, Amaha. Why didn't you roll it yet? Just roll it. You still haven't rolled that.
Wait up, wait up. Hey, I won't allow what I did in the past jeopardize the current. I flow like a current, roll a spliff and I burn it till it simmers the feeling. R.I.P. for the loss. I need spiritual healing, women and money appealing. My head is high as the ceiling. Life's free, fuck the cost, breathing's worth $1 billion. Being black